you're a parent seeking flexibility or someone feeling the pull from your corporate job, this is your chance to explore an exciting new career path. Or maybe you're just curious, unsure where to start, or just exploring freelancing. Welcome. This space is for you too. But let's be clear that this program might not be suited for everyone, especially if you're already a VA working as a VA with experience, because this might seem too basic. If you're already familiar with the tools and the workflows, you might find this too introductory. And if you're looking for an advanced or specialized training, this session is just the beginning. But if you're new, eager to learn, and ready to start from the ground up, you're in the right place. So, A&A Learning Partners are here to help you build a strong foundation. So, let's get started. In the next 2 hours, what we'll do is we'll lay the groundwork for your VA journey, even if you have zero experience. So, you'll learn what the VA really is, even the essential tools, the equipments, the setup you need, plus the basic skills as a VA. We'll also compare freelancing and employed VA, explore working with agencies versus direct clients, and show you where to find those clients. We'll also share some tips on building your portfolio, setting realistic expectations, income expectations rather, and discovering your ideal niche in this journey. But remember, this is just the beginning, so we're here to support your growth every step of the way. Okay? So moving forward, I really wanted to highlight the importance of community because connecting with like minded individuals is really key in your VA success. So I would like to invite you to join our Facebook group. This is a supportive space where you can network, you can ask questions, and learn from others on the same journey. So I would like to ask my colleague, my co founder, Butch, to please share the link in our chat.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll give you at least 2 minutes to navigate, and then once you're done, just write in the chat so we can proceed with our presentation. Okay, so I assume that everyone is done. I just really wanted to make sure that you guys join so that we can move forward. And now I'm really excited to introduce to you guys who is A&A Learning Partners. So A&A Learning Partners were a dedicated group of professionals with diverse expertise in the virtual assistant industry. So each of us has years of hands-on experience, a deep understanding of what it takes to succeed, and a genuine passion for helping others to grow. So our mission is simple: to empower aspiring virtual assistants like you through comprehensive training, mentorship, and ongoing support. And with our combined experience and enthusiasm, we're confident that we can guide you on your journey to building a successful, sustainable career. So we truly believe that with the right guidance and resources, you can turn your dreams into reality. So that's what A&A Learning Partners is all about. Partnering with you every step of the way to help you reach your goals and unlock your full potential. We're also an SEC registered organization based in Bacolod City, and we wanted to build a community where we can deepen your understanding of how the VA world works, develop a sustainable career from the comfort of your home, and eventually earn more using your current skills. And as you grow, you can also upskill to attract higher paying or premium clients that's very much within your reach. And I can personally vouch for this because I've been there. So now I would love to introduce to you to our team. So this is Aaron, meet our founder. Aaron is a dedicated learning and development expert who spearheaded this initiative. So Aaron is committed to creating impactful training programs. He specializes in boosting team performance, employee engagement, and workplace well-being. And Aaron also designs strategies that deliver real measurable results to help organizations thrive in a changing world. Say hi to our coach, Butch. Butch is a sales development manager, and he is also a recruitment pro who built a successful online career from scratch. So his expertise includes sourcing talent, generating leads, and managing international email marketing campaigns. Next, we have Coach Chris. He is also a sales development manager focused on strategy, execution, and collaboration. Chris also guides client through onboarding and campaign performance, ensuring every step is aligned and impactful. Next up is Coach Nat. She is a seasoned virtual assistant with nearly a decade of experience supporting top tier online coaches and entrepreneurs. She also specializes in content creation, email marketing, and funnel setup. And of course, yours truly, I am a passionate professional with over 17 years of experience in sales, customer service, team leadership, and business development across various industries. I've also managed call center operations, developed innovative sales strategies, trained international teams, and overseen SaaS client portfolios. Now, together with my co founders, I also focus on empowering aspiring virtual assistants like yourselves to find your niche and to build successful, sustainable careers. So, our mission is to make learning accessible and applicable. That when you leave this webinar right now, you can use the knowledge that you learned from today. And also, we focus on approaches designed to enhance your personal and professional growth. So, before we go deeper, again, I would like to invite you to download your workbook, and I would like to ask Coach Butch to please share the link in our chat. So, what is a workbook? The workbook is your personal VA guide. Since that you guys are aspiring virtual assistants, it's really crucial for your journey. It's because it's going to help you identify your goals, your skills, and even the areas for improvement that you wanted to know. I'll give you at least 2 minutes. And once you're done, let us know in the chat so we can move forward. So the link is already in the chat. So do you have any idea, guys? What comes to mind when you hear the term virtual assistant? Feel free to share your thoughts in the chat. Again, no idea is too small or too big. This is your starting point, and I'm really excited to hear what you think. Okay, thanks, Philip. Working remotely for a client or a company. Yeah. How about the others? Okay. So I know some of you might heard or you've heard of VAs before, or this is a new term to you. It's okay. We'll clarify everything so you have a clear picture of what this role entails. Yes, don't be shy. You really have to share. We wanted to make this webinar as interactive as possible because you're gonna learn from asking. Okay, there's no stupid question, guys. That's one thing that you have to remember. Okay, but in a nutshell, really, a virtual assistant is a remote professional who offers a wide scope of support services to businesses, entrepreneurs, busy individuals, all conducted online. So now let's talk about the task VAs typically handles. So they can actually manage emails and calendars, provide social media support, research, data entry, among other responsibilities. They also offer customer service and conduct research, and even take on some various admin tasks. So as you can see, it may sound so simple or look so simple, but VAs play a very crucial role in helping businesses and individuals to streamline their operations without being physically present. So understanding this role rather is essential. So it's not just simple as what you hear from others. So now that you understand what a virtual assistant really is, let's talk about something that can really help you stand out in this field. Finding your niche. Again, I'm going to ask you a question. What exactly is a niche? In your own words, or in your own understanding, rather. And more importantly, what are some common niches that VAs specialize in? So type in your ideas in the chat. Okay, a skill. Thank you, Bernie. Anyone aside from Bernie or Philip? I can see their names. How about the others? Okay. Something something you're good at. Yes, thank you, Isel. Philip, focus on what you can offer. Thank you, Philip. Okay. Well, those are great ideas, guys. Thank you again for sharing. Well, a niche is simply a specialized area that you as a VA might focus on. So think of it like choosing a major in college, right? So it's really about finding your sweet spot. So what you're good at. So some VAs thrive as a social media expert, while others might excel in e-commerce, customer service, or even bookkeeping. And let's not forget about roles like executive VAs, podcast VAs. So each of those niche offer a unique and valuable services as well. But the key here really is to make sure that when you choose your niche, it's truly what it's what you truly enjoy or love doing, or what you're skilled at and what businesses are looking for. So it's really about striking that perfect balance. And as you gain experience, you'll naturally discover where your strengths lie and what you're passionate about. And choosing a niche isn't just about meeting market standard. It's about creating a fulfilling and sustainable career path for you. So let me just share with you some of the examples of VA niche. So we have general admin VA. They typically handles emails, schedules, and admin tasks. We also have social media VAs. They schedule posts, engages with followers, tracks content. Another one is e-commerce VA. They supports online stores with order tracking, inventory, sometimes even put product descriptions at their website or product photos or images. Customer service VA, they answer queries, handles even complaints, and provides support either through phone call, email, or chat, or even SMS. We also have lead generation VA. They find and qualifies lead on behalf of their clients. For executive VA, they work closely with CEOs, founders, managing high-level tasks. Another one is what I've mentioned earlier, bookkeeping VA. They manages invoices, expenses, financial records using tools like QuickBooks or Xero. And last but not the least would be podcast or content VA. They assist with editing, uploading, and content planning. So now it's really time to put what you've learned into action. So now I want you to dive into sections 2 and 3 of your workbook. So let's go back to your workbook. So these sections are actually designed to help you clarify your chosen niche, identify your unique skills, and start shaping your path as a virtual assistant. So again, just be honest with yourself and really think about your strength and your interest, what makes you happy, because this is your opportunity to start crafting your personal VA brand. Again, if you get stuck or have questions, remember that you're not alone here. You have us, AALP, so feel free to ask or share insights in the chat. Okay, so I'll give you 3 minutes to work on section 2 and 3 of your workbook. Okay. So whether you prefer independence and flexibility, or the stability of a full-time job, knowing your options will definitely help you make a decision about this journey. So let's dive into the pros and cons and what each path entails. Okay. All right, so let's start with so we have different aspects here. The first one that we're going to tackle would be work style. So for freelance VA, you have the flexibility to choose your own schedule, work from anywhere, and select the projects you want to take on. This path, however, requires a lot or tons of self-discipline and time management skills because you're responsible for organizing your workload and your work. Next up is employed VA. It's very simple. They have fixed hours, structured schedule. So, and you also have the setting of set working hours and responsibilities. Next up is the pay structure. So the freelance VA, the payment is usually project based, higher hourly rate, but the rates can also vary depending on your skills, your experience, and the clients you serve. So you have the potential to earn more as you, of course, build your expertise and your niche. For employed VA, you will receive a consistent salary. Either it's going to be paid weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. Plus, some of the companies as well, they have benefits such as paid leave, health insurance, retirement contributions, um, just some of the companies only, but not all. For job security, for freelance VA, income and job security really depends on your ability to find your own clients and maintain your reputation. There's really more variability in periods that without work can occur. So you really have to build a strong network or client based list. While for employed VA, typically it offers more stability with a regular paycheck and employment. However, again, your job security can still be affected by company performance or organizational changes. For tools and clients, freelance VA, you choose your own tools, your platforms, the clients that you wanted to work with. It would give you a lot of control over your work environment. And plus, you're the one going to build your own client base, since that you're just dealing with yourself and your talent as well. Aside, however, for employed VA, the company provides you with tools, software, and clients. So you work within the organization's established systems. You use your own system, which can also streamline your workflow, especially that if you're just starting out. Independence. So for independence, from the word itself, freelance, it definitely offers you high independence because you set your own rates, you choose your own clients, you decide your workload. This path is ideal if you value autonomy. So, but if you value more structured, you will go with employed VA. They're more structured with less control over work assignments, though, and schedules. That's the difference. Workload for a freelancer or freelance VA, workload can vary depending on your client demand. So you have the flexibility to take on more or fewer projects, but also must manage your capacity to make sure that you're going to meet your deadlines. While for employed VA, your workload is generally consistent with clear expectations set by your employer. And so yeah, there's consistency and structure as well. Well, in summary, choosing between freelance VA or an employed VA really depends on your personal preferences, your career goals, and even your lifestyle. Freelancing offers flexibility and independence, but it requires self motivation and self motivation and time management skills. However, for if you wanted employed VA, it would provide you stability and structured support, but it requires you more time as well. So these differences will help you make decision again as you start your VA journey. Okay. So now that we've explored the differences between freelance and employed VA, understanding your work style, income, security, and independence, you're probably wondering about the best way to land your VA role. So another key decision that you will make is whether sorry, to work directly with a client or through an agency. Okay. But imagine this, guys. Would you rather build your own client list, handle all the negotiations, and control every aspect of your work? Or would you prefer to be part of a team with an agency, managing client relationships and providing support? So those questions rather, um, can be one of the key factor for you to move forward with this journey. So let's dive into the world of agency versus direct hire to see if which one would be the best fit for you. So let's start off with client source. So for agencies, they act as the middleman. sourcing clients for you as a VA. So they have a roster of clients seeking VA services. So you get access to a steady stream of work without the need to hunt for clients yourself. While the direct hire, working directly with clients means you are responsible for finding your own clients, whether through networking, job boards, or referrals. These allow you for more control over choosing who you work with. Okay. For pay structure, well, agencies typically set standardized rates and may take a little commission or fee. But your pay though may be consistent, but some agencies handle billing and payment processing. For direct hire, you negotiate your own rates directly with your clients, which can also lead to higher pay if you have specialized skills. So, however, you're also responsible for invoicing them and ensuring that they pay you timely. Next up is onboarding and training. For agencies, usually they provide onboarding, training, and standardized processes, making it easier for new VAs to get started. They normally they would help you with signing the contracts, getting the tools, and then the compliance. While for direct hire, onboarding really depends entirely on your client. Sometimes it would involve onboarding documents like your contracts as well, training sessions, familiarization with their specific system or tools. And this also would gives you insight into the client's operations upfront. Next up is stability and security. For agencies, generally they offer more stability since they provide ongoing work and handle client relationships. They will also provide you support during disputes or issues, especially if suddenly your client will decided um, to like separate from the agency or whatnot. So they're gonna look for clients on your behalf. Unlike with direct hire, stability depends on the client's business health. So if the client faces financial difficulties or changes priorities, your work may be affected. But unlike with the agency, as a direct hire, you're the one going to look for your own client. Independence and control. For independence agency, working through an agency means following their protocols, their tools and schedules. And unlike with direct hire, you have full control over your schedule, your workload, and client selection. Next is growth opportunities. Um, For agencies, there are some that they offer pathways for like advancement. Let's say senior VA roles, team leadership, or even expanding into specialized services. They may also provide you some training and networking events. For direct hire, growth really depends on your relationship with your clients and your skill development. So if you deliver results successfully, then can lead to higher pay, more responsibilities, or long-term opportunities. So, in summary, agency is ideal if you value stability, onboarding support, and a steady client flow, but you prefer less control over your work environment. And it's also suitable for those starting out or seeking a structured environment. While for direct hire, it's best if you prioritize independence, higher earning potential, and direct relationships with clients. Okay, so choosing the right path, ultimately, it really depends on you guys, on your career goals, your work style, and your preferred level of independence. Okay, so now that you understand the different pathways to building your VA career, whether through an agency or direct client relationship, it's essential to equip yourself with the foundational skills as well that will set you up for success. So let's dive into the basic skills every aspiring VA must master to hit the ground running and stand out in a competitive market. So let's start up first and foremost with tech skills. Well, tech skills are vital because as a virtual assistant, you will be relying heavily on different digital tools and platforms. So think email management, calendar organization, project management software, and communication apps. Being comfortable with these technologies would allow you to work efficiently and meet your clients' expectations seamlessly. Next up is time management. Well, since many VAs work remotely and often than not, they have multiple projects, mastering how to prioritize tasks and stay organized is crucial because effective time management ensures that you're going to meet your deadlines. It will reduce stress to you and to your clients and maintain a healthy work life balance. Another essential trait is resourcefulness. Clients look for VAs who can find solutions independently and adapt to new challenges quickly. So, developing resourcefulness means continuously learning, troubleshooting problems, and being proactive in seeking out new tools or improve your work. And another equally important trait is professionalism. Of course, punctuality, reliability, a positive attitude, and a clear boundaries. This demonstrating professionalism builds trust and credibility, so which are actually key to long-term relationships with your clients. And last but not the least, and one of the most important or backbone of successful virtual work is communication skills. So whether it's writing clear emails, providing regular updates, or understanding client needs, effective communication ensures everyone stays on the same page and it reduces misunderstanding. So by developing these basic skills, you'll be well equipped to handle your responsibilities confidently and stand out as a reliable, capable, and productive virtual assistant. But just a reminder, guys, no one is perfect at first. So growth comes from continuous learning and practice. So you have to invest in yourself, take courses, attending webinars like this, ask questions, and seek feedback. That's the important reminder. Okay, so now that you have a clear understanding of the essential skills that will empower you as a virtual assistant, it's equally important as well to ensure that you're equipped with the right tools to support your work. After all, even the most skilled professionals and need reliable equipment to perform at their best, right? So let me share with you the equipment you'll need. You'll be needing, of course, your computer. So whether you opt for a laptop or a desktop, make sure that it has at least 4 GB of RAM and an i3 processor or equivalent. And this will set you back about 18 to 30K, but it's really a crucial investment for you to work efficiently. Next is noise canceling headset. This is another must have. Price between 800 to 1,500 because it will ensure that you're going to have clear communications, which is essential for maintaining professionalism, not just with your clients, but also with your colleague. Next up is a webcam. So whether it's built in some of um, or external. It's optional, but it's beneficial. So, like this one, if you're attending a webinar, it's also useful for you to use your webcam to help you build a strong client relationship. It's really good to see faces when you're conversing, right? So, yeah, it's a good investment as well. Last but not the least, of course, is your stable internet. So price between 1,500 to 2,500 per month. At least 15 Mbps. And also, guys, since that we encounter a lot of power outages, typhoons, so it's really good that you invest and consider a backup connection as well for emergencies, because that's the only way for you to have your um, communication with your clients as well. Okay, to ensure uninterrupted service, especially during client calls. So investing in the right equipment not only enhances your productivity, but also supports your professional image as a VA. Okay, so just to lighten up the conversation, I just want to share with you. I wanted you to take a moment to share my personal journey, because I believe that success is possible no matter where you start. So back in 2006, I began working in the BPO industry as a simple call center agent, handling inbound calls and assisting customers. But I was determined to grow. So I worked hard and quickly earned a promotion to team leader within just a few months. So eventually I became the sales department head. So those years taught me that the value of dedication, continuous learning, and resilience, um, lessons that have stayed within me throughout my journey. They showed me that with focus and perseverance, you can reach new heights in life. But deep inside, I knew I wanted more flexibility, more income, more growth, and more purpose. So I took a leap of faith, and I started my journey as a virtual assistant 2013, armed with just my faith, my determination, and a basic laptop. Ta-da! So my first ever setup was so humbling. I sat in the corner of our unfinished house here in Talisay with just my 11-inch laptop with all the post-its in there telling me what not to say and what to say and um what would be the best attitude for me when I'm taking calls. So that's it. And trying to figure things out, because I really don't know what's VA industry is. We don't have this way back. No webinars, no nothing. It's really just you. So you really have to start from scratch. So I joined a US based VA agency working, and my first client, he was a realtor and an investor at the same time. So at first I had no detailed process. He just gave me his leads and tools like Ring Central and my Google Sheet. That's it. So since that I don't know, I invented my own call scripts, tweaking that every after call, email templates. And after that, when I get to get to know really my routine, what works best for me, what works best if this is the scenario, I shared that with my client and he was so impressed. So within 3 months, since that I was working with an agency, he availed the buyout program wherein client has an option to buy out the contract of that particular agent. And then from there, after they buy that out, after they pay for that, that agent will work with them directly. So that's what happened. So for me, that was really a turning point, proof that with a right dedication and growth mindset, you can really build something from nothing. So I started earning just $4 an hour, but over time my pay doubled because he hired me directly and I gained valuable experience. And from there as well, I've trained other VAs internationally, not Filipinos, but Americans. And also since that I've checked the routines when we're doing outbound calls. It's all directed or routed to voicemail, no answer. And sometimes, Americans, they will shout at you, they're gonna swear at you, and all those words. So I saw an opportunity to come up with another process, which is not yet discovered during that time in the real estate industry, um, which is sending SMS. Because during that time, Ring Central has an option to send a text message. So all of us are in our mobiles, right? And it's easier and very convenient for you to answer a text message. So I've created my chart, and then from there, um, my client buy that idea of mine. And then he even told his colleagues, also investors, real estate realtors, and they asked me to train their teams as well. Teams of Filipinos, mixed Americans, and other international agents as well. So as I grew, of course, I took on a lot of tasks. I borrowed my sister-in-law's laptop there. I think it's an Acer. And then with an extra monitor to handle larger files for me to see the Google Sheet, because 11-inch laptop, guys, my vision is like 300. So I couldn't see that using my 11-inch laptop only. So I need a second monitor and a wider laptop. So that's there. And despite after that, I asked my husband if he can help me. Despite having no BPO or VA experience, my husband took the challenge, supported me by helping me with some admin task. And with our savings, we bought a proper computer. So that's my husband. We bought a proper computer, and then he started using our TV. Yes, guys, it's a TV. It's a television as a second monitor. So as we expanded, we invested in a proper desk and a dual monitor PC for myself. And eventually it became a triple monitor setup when I took on different training projects. But then in my third year, I faced a heartbreaking setback. I experienced a miscarriage, and that deeply affected me emotionally. And I made the very difficult decision. After all those incomes, client, one client to another, opportunities to another opportunities, but I have to make a difficult decision to pause that VA work. So since that I wanted to converse with other people, I want to see people, um, not just me and my husband at their home. So I went back to the BPO industry. That's when and where I met our founder, Aaron. So as we all know, BPO industry work like very routinary. As a team lead in a pit stop department, I need to work long hours, but the same pay day in and day out. So for about a year, I reflected deeply. I needed to find my why again. So I realized that if I was going to come back to the VA world again, I had to be emotionally ready and fully committed. So I also understood that I needed to be prepared to work while my family was sleeping, because we're working nighttime. Whether my husband was fully on board or not, I need to make a decision. So I knew that this path had to be truly for me, rooted in purpose and resilience. So after this period of reflection and seeking God's wisdom, my previous clients reached out, asking if I could help them with some projects, even just for a few hours. So I took the opportunity, making sure to balance my work with activities for myself and my family on my rest days, because sustainability matters. So throughout all of these experiences, the 17 years of experience, one thing became crystal clear. The demand for skilled remote workers isn't going anywhere, but here's the truth, guys. Success in this field doesn't happen overnight. You really have to keep learning, master new skills, and seek advice from those who are already where you want to be. So That's why we have this AALP. It's because we have the passion to help those who wanted to grow in this industry. And I've seen firsthand that growth requires intentional effort, patience, and humility. Thankfully, I've been able to continue working with my longest client. So, along with others who still contact me for part time projects, this experience has taught me that the importance of working wholeheartedly, balancing everything, and giving my best, both for my clients and for myself. Okay, next is that during the pandemic, our efforts paid off. We were contacted by new clients from referrals, growing to 6 clients plus my long term Australian client. So my boss was hiring, and he was asking if I could refer someone to help him with his team and the businesses. So what I did, since it's pandemic, my siblings don't have work, they were laid off. Although they don't have VA or BPO experience, I referred them. I referred my family, my husband, my siblings, my sister-in-laws. Um, so they all joined, and during that time, we were able to upgrade our computer sets with with what do you call this, high specs computers. So there, it's 2020. That's my husband, and that's my brother and my sister-in-law. We're trying to, because they're not used into our world, like working at night, doing this for a client. So I'm also blessed that my husband was helping me train them because he's also well versed in terms of the process. So yeah, that's us. So from those humble beginnings, those relationship opened a lot of doors, not just for me, but also for my family. So, but I know, guys, you might be wondering, how did I find my clients after working through an agency back in 2013? Honestly, I didn't apply to them directly. All of my opportunities came through referrals only from my boss, the first realtor boss that I had. So he referred me to his colleagues, to his friends, to his family members, and then also some invitations from my online jobs.ph account. So I'm really truly blessed that my reputation and my relationships with all my clients opened those doors, not just for me, but also for my family. So now that's me and my husband managing our agency as well of VAs during the pandemic. That's him. And right now this is our station. So my early days with just that 11-inch laptop sitting in unfinished house transformed into a story of resilience and faith. So every step from handling small tasks to managing international clients, building multiple income streams, and supporting my family has reinforced that with dedication and God's grace, anything is possible. Sharing with you as well some job offers I received from clients and how they value my contribution to their company. That even them, they're gonna ask me if they want to enhance my compensation. So there. So today I stand here not just as someone who worked hard, but as someone blessed by God's grace and wisdom. No matter where you begin, remember that with faith, persistence, and a willingness to learn, you can create a successful, fulfilling career in the remote world work industry. So my message to you is this: never stop growing, keep evolving, because the work from home landscape is constantly changing. And the only way for you to stay ahead is to invest in yourself. So I share my story not just to inspire you, but also to remind you that your journey can start tonight. I mean, the opportunities are endless if you stay committed, keep learning, and believe in yourself. So that's my 17 years worth of story. What's yours going to be? It's up to you. Okay, so now that you've heard about my journey and the skills I've developed along the way, let's dive into the essential tools that have powered my success and can do the same for you as well. So these tools are commonly used tools, rather, would be the backbone of effective remote work. So let's start with productivity and task management tools. So these are vital for organizing your workload and ensuring you stay on track. Popular options include Trello, Asana, um, Notion, Monday.com. So these platforms help you prioritize your tasks, set deadlines, and track your progress. Next up is file management and collaboration tools. So we have Google Workspace, Dropbox, and Microsoft 365. This one will ensure that your documents are easily accessible and shareable. So they can also provide you a secure way to store important files, which is also crucial for maintaining organization and efficiency. Next up would be communication tools. So these tools are key for staying connected with your clients and team members. So one would be we have Slack, Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and the likes. So these facilitate real-time communication, making it easier for you to collaborate effectively, regardless of where you are. And lastly, of course, is AI and creative content. So these tools are increasingly popular right now in enhancing productivity and creativity. So tools like Canva, of course, for design, or Chat GPT for writing assistance. This can also help you streamline your creative processes and help you deliver high quality work. So again, remember that the right tools can make all the difference in your efficiency and effectiveness as a virtual assistant. Okay, so having again the right tools and skills are just the beginning. The next big step is knowing where to find those clients. Okay, so let's uncover the top places and strategies to connect to clients who are looking for talented remote professionals like yourselves. Okay, so let's start off with freelance platforms. So we have Upwork, OnlineJobs.ph, and Fiverr. So these are bustling marketplaces for jobs. So make sure that your profiles are detailed and highlights your skills and availability as well. So next is, do not underestimate the power of Facebook groups like ours, the VA Launchpad community, because you can also search for terms like VA jobs or work from home PH, because being active and engaging in these type of communities can also lead to job opportunities. So some Facebook groups, some business owners might directly post there for their um, job openings. And of course, referrals, which I more successful. So you can let your friends and family know that you're on the lookout for a VA work, because word of mouth is incredibly powerful and can also connect you to quality clients who trust personal recommendations. And last but not the least is consider applying to agencies. So they offer training and match you with client depending on your skill set, which is perfect if you're just starting out and seeking structure and guidance. So again, guys, remember that every path is unique. So you can explore these options, find what works best for you, and just stay proactive in your search, because the opportunities are out there. They're just waiting for you to seize them. Um, so yes, do you have any questions, guys? Am I going too fast? Okay. All right. So now that we've identified your target clients, where to find them, now, how do you show them you're a perfect fit? It all begins with your portfolio. But how about me? I don't have experience. Well, don't worry about that because if you're starting out with no experience, creating a standout beginner portfolio is still possible. Okay, so let's start and break it down. Start with a brief introduction about yourself. Share who you are, what excites you about becoming a virtual assistant, and what motivates you to help your clients succeed. This personal touch helps you build trust and connection right away. Next up is to um, clearly or next is to outline clearly the services you can offer. So even if you haven't done these professionally yet, there are some you can highlight what you're capable of. So whether it's email management, social media support, or maybe data entry, so you can show potential clients the skills that you're eager to apply. And then you can also include some sample work. So these could be mock projects, practice tasks, or even personal projects that you demonstrate your abilities. So think of this as your proof of potential, your chance to, this is your only chance to showcase what you can do to your prospect client. And finally, of course, make sure that your contact details are easy to find because of course, you wanted your potential clients to reach out to you effortlessly, right? So you have to make sure that you put your email address correctly, even your phone numbers or your mobile numbers. Okay, so this starter portfolio is your stepping stone into the virtual assistant world, and it's about confidently showing what you can bring to the table, even as a beginner. So remember, every expert was once a beginner. So always remember that. And now that you've got your portfolio being polished, now how do you translate that passion into a compelling resume and a killer interview? So let's unlock some secrets. Okay, let's start up with resume tips. First is highlight transferable skills. So what are those? So focus on the what, not just the where. Instead of listing project manager at ABC company, focus on the skills that you develop and that company or work. So let's say you could say manage project timelines and budgets in in XYZ, and it gains 5% efficiency because it will showcase the skills, not just your job title. Also, along with that, you can identify the key skills across your experiences. So, are you right now in your work? Are you constantly demonstrating problem solving abilities, maybe leadership qualities or communication skills? You can extract these and list them down, and even if they weren't the primary focus of a role, you can use also action verbs to describe your accomplishments. These verbs should demonstrate the skills you're highlighting. Example, managed, led, developed, implemented, streamlined, or collaborated. Um, Aside from that, you can also quantify your achievement whenever possible. Let's say instead of saying increased sales, you can say increased sales by 15% in Q3 or quarter 3 2023 or 2024. So numbers can make your achievements more impactful. So you can use metrics relevant to the job you're applying for. Next up is keep it clean and simple. Of course, you have to use a clear professional font. Avoid using overly stylized or decorative fonts. Limit using colors or graphics. Make sure that your design just Keep the design clean and uncluttered. Also, you can use consistent formatting. Keep it concise and choose a professional template as well. Next is power words, using power words like organized, efficient, tech savvy. These are great starters, guys, but don't just use them. Demonstrate them in your description. Show how have you been organized or how are you efficient and tech savvy in your past experiences. Other strong words or power words could be strategic, innovative, analytical, results oriented, maybe detail oriented, and so on. So you can use power words in your descriptions or tasks and responsibilities. So just a takeaway, guys, your resume should be concise, compelling, compelling narrative that highlights your skills and achievements in a way that it will demonstrate your value to your potential employers or clients. So focus on the impact you've had in your previous roles and use strong action verbs and quantifiable results to showcase your transferable skills. And once you've crafted a compelling resume that highlights your transferable skills and presents you in the best light, the next crucial step is, of course, performing well in the interview. So while your resume gets you through the door, your interview is your chance to showcase your personality, your enthusiasm, and your suitability for the role. So here are some tips for the interview that can help you make a long lasting impression and to turn opportunities into offers. Be honest what you know. So be honest about your knowledge. Always speak truthfully about what you know and what you don't know. Because transparency builds trust and shows integrity. If you're unsure about a question, it's okay to admit it and express your willingness to learn. Okay. Next is show eagerness to learn. Employers value candidates who are motivated about what you know, about and also open to growth. So you highlight your enthusiasm for acquiring new skills and proactive attitude toward professional development. Next up is practice your English communication. So clear, confident communication is key. So you can practice speaking about your experiences. Consider rehearsing common interview questions to improve fluency and just to reduce nerves. Next up is research the client before the interview. Before your interview, thoroughly learn even the company mission, values, and recent achievements because understanding their products, services, and industry position, you can tailor your answers to align with their goals and it will show you interest and preparation as well. And another thing is that prepare thoughtful questions. Have questions ready about the role, the team, or even the company culture because it will demonstrate curiosity, engagement, and that you've invested time in understanding the organization. Okay. Now that you've got foundation in place, you might be wondering how much can I actually earn as a virtual assistant? So let's go ahead and see. So starting rates can vary depending on the role and your confidence level. So for a beginner working through an agency, as a virtual assistant, the monthly minimum is about 15,000 for full time. And as you gain expertise, your potential earning can rise to around 25,000 per month. This is through an agency. But if you're considering working directly with clients, entry level starts at $3 to $5 per hour for beginners. And as you develop specialized skills, you can get rates ranging from 7 to 15 or even $25 per hour. It really depends on your expertise. So remember, these rates are just your starting point. Your earnings can grow as you build your skills and your confidence. So it's really important that you keep learning as time goes by, because that's the only way for you to keep up with this industry. Okay, so while understanding your earning potential is fallible, the real foundation of a successful VA career also lies in your commitment.
Right.
Okay, so there. It's really about showing up every day, learning new skills, improving your craft, and having faith in your efforts that it will pay off. So I always ask for feedback from my clients because that's how I improve. So be open to constructive criticism. It's your best tool for growth. So also set clear expectations with your clients. Communicate with them what you need from them to succeed as a virtual assistant, whether it be support, clarity, timely feedback. You have to tell them. And remember, your success depends on your mindset, your attitude, and your willingness to learn and adapt. So let me share with you a short clip where I demonstrated my communication skills by practicing an American accent, because guys, I've been working with Australian and British clients, so my American accent is not that good. So recognizing a weakness and actively working on it helped me connect better with clients and customers. So let's go ahead and watch this short clip together with my English 101 teacher. My client paid for this training.
Right. Okay. So
That's good. I'll be very happy to do that. But once you see the material, you'll probably have more questions than answers. So let's do this first. I'll just ask you like a couple of quick questions to see if this is even, a fit for you at this time. And then if it is, I'll send you some targeted information together with the samples that you were asking. And so there. So my first question would be, what are you looking for in a brand?
well, we're looking for a brand that definitely stands out from the pack, and we want something that will appeal to young women, especially like 30s, maybe 20s and 30s is our
Okay.
demographic.
All right. Great. Thank you, Tracy. I'll take note of that. And also, what are your top products, unique ingredient that make them sell more?
Um, I think retinol was very popular.
Okay, retinol. Okay, great. Got it. So I'll go ahead and do that. So if I could send you some samples of our products, it could significantly increase your business and income by adding that in your website. Would you be interested in talking about it?
Yes.
Perfect. So
Mhm.
yes, all right. So I'll get your information and then we'll go from there. We'll start from there rather.
Okay, that sounds good.
Thank you so much, Tracy, and expect an email coming from me, and I'll be sending you some information. And also, I'm expecting your response to that email with your complete mailing address, and then the best time for me to get back to you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, and you have a wonderful day.
Okay, thanks. Okay, well, it's really, I mean, it's really good. Like you have, I know I keep complimenting, but like, do you feel like you're ever at a loss for the words? You do.
Yes. I
Okay,
would really, yeah, I would, honestly, um, say that. Because there are like, most of the time that I'm also grasping for words, especially if, yeah,
Okay, okay, I'm back. So there. The only reason why I show that it's because um I need to make sure that my client understands that I need help from that specific skill. Like because I'm talking with um high-end customers as well. So I really wanted to make sure that I would converse to them confidently and not mispronouncing American words. So there, he paid for my training, and not just that training, but also he asked me if I wanted to do masterclass for sales and also for training. So he would always ask me what else do I need to be a successful virtual assistant. So now that you understand the realities of building a successful VA career and the importance of your mindset and commitment, the next crucial step rather, is taking action. So you don't have to do it alone. We're here. That's why we've created the community for you, because we're here ready to support you every step of the way. So by joining our community here, you'll gain access to valuable resources, mentorship, and network of like-minded individuals who are on the same journey with you. Plus, our upcoming webinars and podcasts are also packed with expert insights, tips, and real stories that will keep you motivated and informed as you grow your skills and confidence. So make sure that let's going to explore how you can get involved, stay inspired, and make the most of these opportunities to accelerate your success. Because your next step is just a click away, guys. You're not being asked to pay for something joining this community. So as we come to the end of this session, again, I want to say thank you to all of you from going to Google Meet and then transferring here. I appreciate you guys. And remember that every step you take brings you closer to building a thriving VA career. And the journey may have its challenges, it's normal, but with the right mindset and support, success is within your reach. So before we wrap up, I'd love to capture this moment with you all. So please